students, welcome back. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, Reach for the Top. This chapter is in two parts. First part is Before You, Santosh Yadav. This is our 8th chapter from the book Beehive for Standard 9. So this unit has two biographical pieces that depict persistent endeavor to reach the top. The article is about Santosh Yadav, the first woman in the world to climb Mount Everest twice. So her story is inspiring. Despite being born in a squatter society which did not welcome the birth of a girl child, where girls were married off at 16. So she made her own path, followed her desires, and achieved world fame. So this chapter is a biography of Santosh Yadav. She was a mountaineer, and her story inspires us how to achieve our goal in our life. So let's start. Before you read, think for a while and make a list of 3 to 5 persons you idolize or admire very much for their achievements. Your idol may be from any spheres of life, it may be from sports, medicine, media, and art or culture. So now move to the first paragraph. The only woman in the world who has scaled Mount Everest twice was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing, and a daughter, though not considered a curse, was not generally welcome. So, when this article was written, Santosh Yadav was the only woman in the world to have climbed the Mount Everest twice. So, she climbed Mount Everest 2 times. She was born in such a society which was biased towards having a male child over a female child. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a traveling holy man giving her his blessing, assumed that she wanted a son. But to everyone's surprise, the unborn child's grandmother, who was standing close by, told him that they did not want a son. So, although they did not consider the birth of a girl child to be unfortunate, but it was not celebrated either. When Santosh was to be born, a saint, assuming that Santosh's mother wanted a son, blessed that she would beget a son. As she already had 5 sons, Santosh's grandmother said to the saint that they did not want a son. The holy man was also surprised. Nevertheless, he gave the requested blessing. As destiny would have it, the blessing seemed to work. Santosh was born the sixth child in a family with 5 sons. A sister to 5 brothers, she was born in a small village of Joniavas of Rawari district in Haryana. The saint was amazed to hear this and blessed her alternatively. The blessing turned into a reality as Santosh was born. She was the youngest child, a sister to 5 brothers. Santosh was born in a village named Joniavas, Rawari district of Haryana. Right? Move to next paragraph. The girl was given the name Santosh, which means contentment, but Santosh was not always content with her place in a traditional way of life. Here contentment means satisfaction. Although Santosh's name means contentment, she was dissatisfied with the traditional way of life, as according to her name was satisfaction, but she was not satisfied with the traditional way of life. She began living life on her own terms from the start. Where other girls wore traditional Indian dresses, Santosh preferred shorts. Looking back, she says now, from the very beginning, I was quite determined that if I choose a correct and a rational path, the others around me had to change, not me. So, from a young age, she started living life on her own terms. While other girls were while other girls wore traditional Indian dresses like salwar kameez, she preferred wearing shorts. Santosh recollects that from childhood she was determined to live life according to what she felt was right for her. Right? If she was right in her own way, then others would have to change their way, not her. That she considered. Santosh's parents were affluent landowners who could afford to send their children to the best schools, even to the country's capital, New Delhi, which was quite close by. But in line with the prevailing custom in the family, Santosh had to make do with the local village school. Here, affluent means well to do. In line with means following or accordance with or according to, and custom here tradition. So Santosh's parents were landlords, they owned land and were wealthy. They could even afford the money to send their children to study in schools in Delhi, which was near their village. But still, due to the prevailing customs, they decided to send Santosh to a school in the village. So she decided to fight the system in her own quiet way when the right moment arrived. So Santosh decided that she had to take her own path when the right time came. And the right moment came when she turned 16. At 16, most of the girls in her village used to get married. Santosh was also under pressure from her parents to do the same. At the age of 16, as most of the girls in her village were married off, she was also pressurized by her parents. Now move ahead to next paragraph. A marriage as early as that was the last thing on her mind. She threatened her parents that she would never marry if she did not get a proper education. At last thing means the least important thing. So for her, getting married was nowhere in the list. So getting married was the least important things for her. She wanted to get proper education before getting married. She left home and got herself enrolled in a school in Delhi. When her parents refused to pay for her education, she politely informed them of her plans to earn money by working part time to pay her school fee. Parents then agreed to pay for her education. Politely means gently. So Santosh left home and got admission in a school in Delhi. Her parents refused to fund her studies and she gently replied that she would herself fund her studies by working part-time job. Upon seeing her determination, the parents softened their stand and agreed to pay for her education. Right? Go to next paragraph. Wishing always to study a bit more and with her father slowly getting used to her urge for more education, Santosh passed the high school examinations and went to Jaipur. Here, urge means strong desire. So Santosh wanted to be highly qualified and her father accepted her wish. After passing high school, she joined to Maharani College at Jaipur and stayed at Kasturba Hostel. So she joined Maharani College and got a room in Kasturba Hostel. Santosh remembers Kasturba Hostel faced the Aravali Hills. I used to watch villagers from my room going up the hill and suddenly vanished after a while. One day I decided to check it out myself. I found nobody except a few mountaineers. I asked if I could join them. To my pleasant surprise, they answered in the affirmative and motivated me to take to climbing. Here, check it out means find out the truth, and answered in the affirmative means gave a positive reply. So, the Aravali hills were near the hostel. Often she saw villagers climbing the hills and disappearing behind it. She was curious to know what was beyond the hills, and one day she decided to find out. So Santosh found a few mountaineers who allowed her to join them in their mountaineering expedition. So that was her wish that had fulfilled and she got a positive reply from mountaineers. Right? So students, let to be continued here. The remaining part will be started in next session. Thank you all of you. Study well. Keep learning. Okay. Bye.